Here with us today at the Hawaiʻi State Art Museum is Leanne Ferrer, who is the Executive Director of Pacific Islanders in Communications. Glad you could be with us.
Thank you very much.
And thank you
for having me.
It's so nice to see you again. I think our paths have crossed in the past.
Yes.
Maybe you could share with the audience what your organization is about and how you help people understand the stories that they have to tell.
Well, Pacific Islanders in Communications is a nonprofit. It's a 501c3, but we are funded by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which funds PBS stations nationwide. So the funding we get is to help bring stories of the Pacific to national television, national PBS. But we also take those stories that we help to fund and share them globally. We get them in film festivals, we get international broadcasts. So what we're trying to do is show the world that Pacific Islanders have interesting, intriguing stories, and they're worth knowing about and worth watching.
Do you think there's a question that we have interesting stories? Maybe just not an avenue.
And some people feel, oh, we watched the film on Tonga, we don't need another one. But each island nation, each person, we know everyone has a story, and each area has a wealth of stories.
Well, and I think what I understand how your organization operates is that you give grants or you give the funding to filmmakers and storytellers to allow their creativity to be shown.
Yes, we do. So we offer funding. We have a digital short film initiative. And so that's for short films less than, I would say, about 20 minutes. And they can use that money from research and development all the way to completion. And then we help them get it into film festivals. And then we find different digital platforms for them to screen their films.
Would there be any films that we might know of already that came through your organization?
There are. There's a film called The Last Taxi Dance, and that has been screening around Hawaii. And then there's another short film going around called Hi Hawaii, which talks about the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom and what would have happened if someone had taken the Hawaiian flag and kept it safe for the Hawaiian people. So it runs a gamut of stories, and it just has to be about Pacific Islander culture.
Okay, not necessarily just Hawaii.
Oh, not Hawaii at all of the Pacific. So over 3,000 islands. I'm sure there's more, but we can cover any story within Micronesia, Melanesia, and Polynesia.
When filmmakers take these movies or these films and share them nationally and internationally, what feedback do you get from them?
There's a thought that Pacific Islander films are only for Pacific Islanders to watch, but we reach a huge audience, and we get a lot of feedback where I didn't know that there were the same challenges that
same human stories.
Same human stories, same values.
Yeah.
A lot of feedback we get as well is, I remember Hawaii, I vacationed there during World War II. I mean, so it brings great memories to people.
But they're also contemporary situations.
Yes, they are. And so then there's a lot where people are like, I didn't know this was happening, or I didn't know this happened, and they're intrigued to find out more, and possibly take a trip to the South Pacific or even to the Northern Marianas Islands.
And to do a little more research for their own understanding of how they also fit into the world.
Yes.
So if there was a message that you'd like the audience to leave with, what might that be?
Well, twofold. In addition to our digital short films, we also fund documentary films. So I'd like people to come to our website and get to know Pacific Islanders in Communications. But I also want to leave with people realizing that Pacific Islander stories are very rich and have a lot of meaning, and people can relate to it throughout the world. So just be open and seek out our films.
Well, and something that you said triggered also the thought that everyone has a story.
Yes.
And even though local people might think that their story is mundane. Someone else might learn from it and might be inspired. And so what I got is that you said, just do it.
Yes, yes. Just get out there, make your film, and tell your story.
And contact you.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you, too, for listening in to my conversation with Leanne Ferrer. She's the Executive Director for Pacific Islanders in Communications. Aloha.